you want an intro?
Hi, I'm David.
That's good.
I quit.
Did you just throw a monster on
No,
the ground?
I put it on the floor.
You just like chucked it. Welcome to the Four-Headed Podcast. That's not the intro you're getting this week.
I really was hoping it wasn't going to be one of these episodes.
I'm so happy it is.
Okay.
I don't mind.
I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. I don't know why I was expecting something different. But we're the Poorly Edited Podcast. I'm Chandler.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Ian.
I'm David.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to turn this off. All right.
Let's put a movie in.
We had,
That's a
Chud,
background.
we had Chud on.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cringe. It's cringe. It's cringe. It's cringe.
Okay,
We're
okay.
posting cringe right now. All right.
So you guys run a competing podcast on us.
Oh, yeah.
And we actually invited you here to take you out.
Oh,
It's
sweet.
like the St.
Jesus.
Valentine's Day
You
Massacre.
couldn't
if you know
have
what
done
that
it
is.
fucking 2 hours ago.
We had to get the audio right. So how would you best encapsulate your podcast in like 10 words or less?
Nonsense.
You got like 9 more, dude. Elaborate a little bit, Jesus.
It's just 3 of us screaming at each other for
You're
as
over
long as
Goddamn nonsense.
You're definitely over 10 collectively now. So,
It's just us screaming.
you said nonsense.
Goddamn
twice.
nonsense.
Our
So-
podcast is just us yelling at each other and saying a lot of things that we end up regretting. So we end up erasing the podcast.
There's so many episodes that we had to take down a whole channel full of them.
That's why we could. You said when we got here, you're like, oh, I know you guys didn't watch any of our stuff. Like, we couldn't find your
Well,
stuff.
she didn't remember the name. First of all, she was like the lunchtime podcast. I was like lunch.
Okay,
period.
no, I at least knew.
You knew the name.
That's a
Yeah,
good name
it's-
for a podcast.
it's-
It's better than ours, honestly.
Yeah.
We made
That's one of the reasons
But
we
you
wanted to take you out. So
but
we
you-
could take the name.
You took all the videos down.
on
No,
one. No, we
okay,
have we have new
yeah.
ones
New one.
on,
Yeah.
on a collective
So,
channel now.
We come from the YouTube channel Three Bozos.
The classic.
Yeah,
The
totally.
classic.
Everybody knows.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows.
Everybody knows, but that's where we host it now because we
Okay.
do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, not
We're
really.
different
trying
projects.
to do a lot of stuff
Uh,
on that channel.
What
now.
is that like so far?
It's not.
We're trying. It's an effort. I'll
We've-
say that much.
We posted one video, like
Okay.
3 podcasts, and then one other video where we unboxed Christmas presents from 2 years ago. And that's
What?
all we got.
Interesting. Why do you keep getting close to the mic?
Well,
So I'm talking from back here, so there's actually no reason.
do you think
for me to
it's?
go
Do you think
forward.
they can? Do you think they like that?
Who?
We're doing
people
an
listening.
ASMR session.
Yeah.
Who are you aiming that question towards?
So up until I got here, I didn't actually think I knew either of you. And
yeah.
then it turns out you both went to Emmaus.
Yes.
And with really weird coincidence, me and Ian had a mutual friend, and we talked on a Halloween like 4 years ago or something. Except, I don't know if you remember this about the conversation we had, but you were talking about Tencent buying Smite, which is a huge meme now, because now fucking China owns everything, and there's like riots in Hong Kong, and
I was talking about Smite.
yeah, you were. You were talking about the Chinese company Tencent.
That's the
who owns
craziest
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
a bunch of gaming stuff, who now are trying to like flex and censor stuff because they own a huge share of the gaming market.
Yeah.
So it was a really weird full circle where it's like 4 years later.
Are you live?
What's going on?
Don't go live. We're not sure about that.
That's pretty cute.
How do you remember what I was talking
I
How
about?
do you remember?
I
He's
don't know.
insane. He's a psychopath.
You guys
I
are
honestly have no idea.
I remember I have the most hazy memory of meeting you, but that is about it. And you remember I was talking about Smite.
People say
Oh,
that
dude,
about
we
Pat
also
from a
played-
year ago.
We played some shitty shooter in your house. I forget what
You
it
were in
was.
my house?
Yeah.
You weren't there.
No, no, no.
Wait, what the fuck? How many people were in my house?
Me and my friend, we walked to your house from his like family friend's house. We played some shitty shooter.
What does
It was
that
like
mean?
Raven something. I
What?
think was the I don't know.
It doesn't exist.
Oh my god, I remember this
Yeah?
now. Yeah. Shit.
Yes.
Listen, there have been so many people in my house throughout high school
Oh my
that
God.
I can't keep track. Honestly, we had a plan, me and him, before we got here. We're like, we don't know how this is gonna go, but if like halfway through it's just like nothing's happening, we're just gonna go like batshit.
That's awesome.
And we were
I
just
love the
gonna
contingency plan.
We
you
were
know?
just gonna start. He was gonna.
What?
He was gonna bring up the princess prom from a fucking Netflix show, and we were just gonna try and talk about nothing but that. We also had a plan where we were both gonna go to the bathroom and come out in Halloween costumes and not mention it.
I'm fucking crying.
He's crying his
Do you
own
have the
joke.
costumes?
No, that was the
Oh
problem.
my god.
I lost track of time, and I was like, oh no, I don't have a costume.
Wait, when did you realize this? Like before, or like when you sat down?
Like
You're
yesterday.
like, I can't wait to do this costume. Oh fuck, I don't have them.
It was literally like last night. I was like, fuck, I don't have a costume.
Oh my god.
But, you know, I like that a lot. I've never gone into something expecting it to go so bad that I had 2 contingency plans of how to
You
sabotage
had
it.
one.
Where was that?
Remember when I forget what the circumstance was. We were in Weatherly visiting Amros's grandmother, and there was a doctor, and I forget what the contingency was, but if something went wrong, you were gonna shake his hand and say, "I fucked your dad." That was a contingency plan. I forget what event was gonna trigger it though.
I think it was probably like,
Jesus.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
crazy
if,
people's-
yeah. I think it was probably if things got too serious.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, someone to bring the mood down a little bit.
Yeah, should
Yeah,
have settled down or
lighten the
something.
mood.
Like, what are you talking about serious?
Like maybe like that would be, I think if I probably thought that would shut whatever was going, like if something crazy was going on, no one could have that happen to them and then conduct themselves normally after that. You know what I mean? Like you have to stop for a second and just really be like, wait a second, what are you talking about? Like,
No matter what you're doing, always have a contingency plan.
So-
Because you don't know when something's gonna go horribly wrong, and then you just have to entertain yourself by fucking everyone else over.
That's true. That's exactly what. Yeah.
I
do
want
you do this for
100.
like safety things too, or just this?
Oh, who cares about safety?
You like, so you ever find like an escape? You don't like identify the emergency exits. You just figure out how to fuck up a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
he's an ideas guy.
Yeah.
I'm an ideas guy.
Big picture.
He's not an action
Big
guy.
picture.
Big picture. No one's gonna care about the small details.
So what do you guys?
You trying to get
Yeah,
back
bring it
into
back.
it? Let's.
I don't think I could find the track. At
All right,
this
so
point.
Pat knows you from high school. I know you from Wendy Barron's media comm class, which we all had a great time in.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Actually, she's gonna be on the podcast a couple weeks. I think you
Yeah.
want to sit in on that.
We should all.
It sounds like you have some good things to say.
We should all just sit in the background and just stare at her.
Just arms.
dagger eyes.
Arms crossed.
do you like? How many tweets did you make?
Like 2.
Too.
I couldn't be. I liked her.
You
She was nice.
What happened?
She was cool.
Dude, a
don't wanna-
switch flipped in your brain.
It's like, no, I should play this one safe. That was what he decided after hearing.
I don't want to shit talk somebody whose class I ditched out twice on.
Yeah, you weren't there. You don't really know what
Yeah.
happened. I guess
Yeah.
like you don't even.
She
I
seemed
sh-
nice. It was just the curriculum sucked.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way to make a class about learning.
About Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter and
make
PewDiePie.
that better.
Yeah.
like,
The one in the high school, Emmaus High School, was a great one.
Oh,
Where,
yeah.
so
uh,
apparently Emmaus is just fantastic.
Mrs. Keebler, like the elves.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there like relation there?
Maybe.
I don't know. She's just my teacher, dude. I know her personally.
She didn't like go home to a tree or anything.
Yeah.
None of the telltale signs she's related to elves.
I don't know. I
She
see
didn't
her
make
a lot.
cookies. I don't know.
She didn't sail into the west, never to return.
No, she just got really mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she got really mad at us a few times because we everyone else kind of took it seriously by the end of it, but we're still like making bullshit, like nonsense, and everyone's
Yeah.
trying to make these arty films in like high school. It's like get fucked.
No one's ever made an artsy film in high school that
Exactly.
wasn't super pretentious
no.
and they missed the mark.
Yeah,
Somehow both of those things.
Yeah.
So we made
So
like
we
this over bloated 15-minute comedy, and when we were reading the script, there was notes to each other that were just yelling at each other through Google Docs. And she's like, "What is this?" And then there was a line where we were trying to infer that one of our friends was the eye candy of the group, and she got really upset about this joke.
That was the line.
That was the line. And she was like, she was like, is everyone else okay with this? And everyone in the room had no clue what was going on. She read the room so piss poor. It was so great. And
It was pretty good.
That's like how Lizzie wanted to do a killer clown thing in one of Wendy's classes, and she's like, "You can't do that because there's actual clowns going
That
around
was
scaring
when
people."
the killer
Oh,
thing was
Her
happening.
When they were-
Yeah, it's like-
Yeah.
And she was like, no.
There's another time where we brought a gun into one of our videos.
A real gun?
No, it was a BB gun, but still,
Oh, okay.
she stopped the video and was like, "All right, for future preference, you cannot fucking do this." And we were like,
She said that?
She
I don't think she said fuck. She had to stop
stutter.
herself from
Yeah.
say fucking because. But we got the spirit of what she was trying to get across.
I had a history teacher at one point that threw a trash can at us because she was so mad. So I don't know.
High
if that
school or
beats it.
college?
Middle school, actually.
Middle school, okay.
Ooh.
Well, we did this thing where I think I
Huge
told you
piece
about
of
this
shit.
before. Yeah, we did
Yes.
this- our whole class was terrible, but we did this thing where we said at like a certain time, like on the clock, we were all just gonna fall out of our chairs to the ground, and everybody did it,
Yeah.
and she was very upset. Like,
That's amazing.
she said
That's
she was
pretty
gonna give
good.
us all Saturday detentions. Like, that's way too many people. You know, what do you
Yeah,
like?
so
No
many
one's
people
gonna
to
go.
keep track of.
Did
Yeah,
you guys
it's-
ever get detentions in high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
all the
did
time.
once, and it was for the stupidest reason ever.
Why?
I was in freshman year, and we were in the lunchroom, right? I said, "Hey guys," because I thought it was cool. I was like, "Hey guys, I have a girlfriend," and everyone was like, "Yeah, okay." I said, "Check out this picture of her," like trying to brag. And one of the lunch ladies came around and was like, "I'll take that. You're going to detention this Saturday," and I was like, "Okay."
Wait, because you're on
I
your
kind
phone?
of deserve that. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
in
it was
the
gonna be
fucking- in the lunchroom. No, no, not what you were thinking.
Wasn't that rule abolished like the next year?
Yeah.
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 Happened to me twice. Yeah, I also one time I set an alarm for Sunday morning and my phone died, which I guess for that phone was like, okay, I'll just do the next morning. So it went off in the middle of class, and my teacher's like, yeah, I'm gonna confiscate that. Like, why for a phone?
For a phone
alarm?
going off.
Yeah, clearly I meant something malicious with my phone alarm going off. In the
Your
middle of
automatic
calc,
phone.
Well, it's
dude.
probably the string of curse words that was the alarm sound
yeah.
that you set. That was probably what did it.
What's your current alarm sound?
It's actually the Undertale
I'm not
Hopes and
surprised.
Dreams song.
Jesus
from
Christ.
Undertale.
What about you guys?
Pretty cringe.
What's your current
How
alarm
about you guys?
sound?
What?
Alarm sound.
Oh, it's you know that George Carlin bit where he says every word not allowed to be said on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
How
it
about
wasn't
you?
that far
I
off.
just wake up whenever I want.
That sounds like the dream.
Cool, dude.
God.
I just hope I don't miss.
What's your
So would
accuracy like on that thing?
Not very. It's like a 10% success rate. And when I do, it's like 5 minutes before I have to leave.
Okay. Wait, so the failure rate only starts when you're supposed to be there and you wake up after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So not even when you're late. That doesn't even count.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I like the style. I mean, so do you like? How would you describe your brand of comedy in your troupe?
Loud.
That was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems very absurd. You know,
Yeah.
if that's a way to.
Confrontational, even.
That's a very nice way of putting it.
Well, mean-spirited, yeah.
Aggressive.
Aggressive.
Diminutive. Makes me feel bad.
Yeah, listen, when you first meet someone, you have to go as hard as fucking possible, just so you know that later on, when you're at that level, they won't just bail.
It's like testing the waters, right? If
Yeah.
you can handle me at my worst, then you can ride this boat. All right.
So you start off every time with every interaction with someone like that.
Yeah.
And that's also, I guess, your philosophy with like the content
comedy,
you make
yeah.
is just do the worst thing immediately up
Yeah.
front.
Yeah. Pretty
And
much.
then once you're in, you're
But then
in.
every video might be the first one they see, so it's just
It's
non-stop.
Yeah.
non-stop.
Like, the first time I met this guy, he put a bar of soap in a sock. Hit me over the head with it.
That's just not true!
Well,
That's just a lie!
so is that a lie, or was it like the second time you met him? How does that work?
It happened at some point.
Okay.
You fucking,
What was the setting
wait,
for
knocked,
that?
David.
knocked everything loose. So.
David, you know my
Jesus
mind is
Christ.
slipping. Are you lying or am I crazy?
What was the setting
He
for
never
this?
assaulted me with a bar of soap. It was
this
a bit. Jesus. Whew. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make
You
it.
can tell there's a lot of
Josh, how far in are we?
there's a lot of
How
tests.
much of this is usable?
Oh God,
One?
Oh, we got- all right.
We got one.
we got one.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh man.
I mean, you guys set up for like 3 hours.
That was our own fault.
It's all,
The
just-
content's your fault, but that's
we just-
audio issues are our
Yeah.
fault.
Oh man.
Unrelenting.
You guys seem to have, when I had class with you, and you guys sat behind me and never talked to me, I passively observed you guys seem to have pretty fervent opinions of pop culture and films and everything like that, which was interesting to me. Of course, I couldn't talk to you because of the hierarchy, socially in the class.
Yeah.
Especially in front of, you can't engage.
No,
you can't
absolutely
turn
not.
around and talk
No.
about
Yeah.
what the fuck.
That
You
breaks
got your
so
mind.
many
It's weird for sure.
I was on like the top tier of the 8 Ians in the
Right.
class.
You
There were a
just keep
lot
them
of
all in their
Ians.
place. There's a power struggle between the
Yeah.
second and third Ian that you squashed. Made a vacuum, so the fifth Ian just shot up there. He's the second
The
then.
thing that put Ian above all the other Ians is that he had a little minion, aka me, that would do his bidding.
Oh.
So
Fucking
I thought like the
gremlin.
yellow.
And you're still
kind.
drinking Monsters in the morning. Like,
Yes.
At that point too.
yeah.
That will never stop.
That's fine.
Oh man, I'm gonna die one of these days. It's gonna be
Aren't we
bad.
all?
Yeah.
God,
I think
please.
so. I think that's how that works.
What?
One of these
At
days,
some
we're all gonna
point.
die.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
never know. One day, someone just might not.
That's when
I
you get
haven't
scared.
thought about that.
You don't know.
That's when you get scared.
Some lobsters don't die. They just live till they're dead, dude.
I've seen a lot of dead lobsters, dude. I've eaten a couple. They go eventually.
I'm having a good time.
Is that like for the court or something? Is that just evidence so that you can't sue us?
It wasn't under duress that they said any of this.
You think I know how to sue someone?
There's a man with a
The
gun
fact that I
off
made
camera.
it here is incredible.
You made it here before all of us. We were like,
Yeah, I know.
Like, we told them to show up at 9. We're gonna stop at Taco Bell and we'll be there by like.
I got 8:45.
Really?
Man, we would make the camera guy
What?
like point away because he's laughing. Is when you know we're doing something right.
Someone hasn't done that in a while on this show.
Hell
We
yeah.
haven't had a podcast this memeing.
Yeah, I've never seen Zach laugh, actually.
Well, now
ever.
we have to get one of you guys on
My least
ours.
favorite.
That's true.
See,
Yeah.
Which one?
how-
Me and Chandler. Which one would you pick right now?
I'd say both.
You can't do both.
Very
It's
diplomatic
cop out.
answer. Very diplomatic.
I say everybody.
That
And
would
this
be a-
That's a
entire
crowd
room.
that would
pleaser,
be a-
too.
That's a
That's
crowd
not
That would
even-
be a shit show.
And then everybody clapped.
And I would do the podcast here in where are we?
Catastrophe.
That's not-
Catasauqua,
Concha
Pennsylvania.
Hawkins.
So, what would you say your influences are that have gotten you to this point somehow? Like,
I
just,
mean,
just where this is funny to you right now. Like, what got you here? Because something had to have gone terribly
in
wrong.
what facet?
You know what I mean?
Weird
I just-
animated videos on the internet.
Like what? Like just name drop.
Do you guys know Psychic Pebbles?
Yeah,
or-
100%.
Yeah, all
Do you
those
know-
guys.
If
I'm
you
sure
ever
this is
listen
going to
to their
start to. Yeah,
podcast?
yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
love
that.
It. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm quite a big fan.
That's fantastic. So, are
Yeah.
you an animator?
No.
You're just a passive
Our friend
observer?
is the third
Okay.
bozo that has not been mentioned for a while.
Yeah.
But
I love
he's an
Psychic Pebbles.
animator. I
Yeah,
think
third
we,
bozo.
we more just take from their style of humor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also was a big fan of Filthy Frank growing up.
Yeah.
So
I was
that's
just talking. I
kind
was
of
just in an
obvious.
argument about him in a group chat of mine.
He was under a different
Arguing
name though.
about-
Yeah, well, I was arguing about his music, but I was in an argument about whether he's a better musician or comedian, and my consensus was like it's ridiculous to compare the two. But
Yeah.
you know, I mean, yeah, no,
Unless you're
same.
Bo Burnham.
Huh?
Unless
Yeah.
you're Bo Burnham.
Unless you're Bo Burnham,
It's in the
and you're
country.
doing
Then
both.
they're
I
together.
love
Yeah.
Bo Burnham as
Well,
well.
he used to do both.
He did.
That Pink Guy
Yeah,
album
Pink Guy.
is the funniest thing.
Yeah, there's Pink
It's
Season.
not-
There's the original Pink Guy, which I love, and there's Pink Season, which is a really also very good.
Pink Season's more of an actual album
Yeah.
instead of just being.
A fucking. Well, it's a mixtape.
I
mean,
heard
the
a
first
meme machine. I think for the first time in the car,
It's
and I'm
on
like,
Pink
this is,
Season.
yeah, this is a
Meme Machine's
yeah,
pretty
pretty
good.
top tier.
pretty top tier.
Yeah.
Wait, but you also said you had 4,000 hours in TF2, which means you spent your time better than I did.
Dude, all
Does that mean you were also a fan of Star and or Germa?
Oh, I love Germa.
Yeah.
That man is like a godsend.
He's so funny. Dude.
Didn't you meet him?
You met Germa, dude?
You met somebody at Too Many
I met
Names.
Vine Sauce.
Oh, yeah, that's not even close.
Yeah, I met Vinny.
Everyone's like, yeah, fuck Vine Sauce.
yeah, what the heck?
Dude, I was expecting Germa, and you come at me with Vine sauce.
I like both of them.
We should send this to
I don't know who
Vine
Vine
Sauce.
Sauce is.
Oh, really? If you like Germa, you probably would like him.
Okay.
He's a good streamer. He's like one of the two.
Two good streamers.
There's like 5.
I just really miss the YouTube where it was viable for people like Psychic Pebbles and Filthy Frank to actually make content.
Yeah.
Now it's
Well, they're
not.
making,
Back
like,
when it-
real stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I miss it when YouTube used to require talent.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hot
David,
take.
wait, why would you like that? We don't have that. We have a shot now.
David, I want you to call out 3 channels right now. Burn bridges.
This is easy.
You want to do it for him?
No, I know. I want to see what comes out of his mouth first.
My little sister has a channel where she makes My Little Pet Shop related content. Go fuck yourself, Sarah.
David,
That's one.
Your sister has been 8 for as long as I know. Listen, I'm not joking. This girl, from the moment I met her, like 7 years ago till now, has not aged. She's aged like a year. When your other sister's just like, oh yeah, she aged like a fucking human.
To be fair, it's less My Little, or what is it? My Little Pet Shop?
Who cares?
Right?
You just said it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think it's my littlest pet
I've never
shop.
watched any of her
Someone's bad
content,
list.
so I don't.
She's
I'm not familiar.
Now it's all Roblox related, so it's
That's a
she's
step
moving
up.
That's
up.
upgrade, yeah.
Yeah.
You have
How
2 more
about you,
shows to call out.
blasted shit?
Wait, your other sisters have channels?
Ian's channel
That's dead.
and Andrew's channel.
Wow.
What are they called?
Oh, well, you want me to call my own channel?
You have to plug your own channel.
I guess it's all just behind the scenes from. My channel essentially works as channel 2 for ours. It's just where I put all the behind the scenes shit, which is usually funnier than the actual videos, which is weird.
Oh, the-
But my channel is oversized shubs, and then my friend's channel is, I think it's just armadillo now. It used to be Mexican armadillo.
Well, there's honestly so much to cover in terms of like especially the kind of stuff we don't usually talk about in that sphere of comedy and in that sphere of
Yeah.
all the different like influences you guys named and
Like-
everything like that. I mean,
Like in a normal podcast, there's no yelling, and in this podcast,
It's
it's nothing
only
but
yelling.
yelling.
how will they hear you if you're not
Yeah.
yelling? I don't
And just
understand.
scream at the top of our
Yeah.
lungs.
One of these mics doesn't work, and you don't know which one it is.
We know which one. We're professionals. We know which one doesn't work. But
Guess at home now. This is mic 1. This is mic 2. This is mic 3, and this is mic 4. Vote in the comments. Which mic doesn't work?
Top comment will get a smooch on the cheek.
From
From me.
We're not
Yeah.
enforcing that.
I'll personally drive out and rub your shoulders.
Like full on massage or just like light?
Oh, they don't even know it's coming.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ,
they,
dude.
It just happens.
You just show up behind them.
you don't even tell them they've won.
You're just chosen. You don't win anything.
So you said you wanted to talk about Halloween stuff. That was something you DM'd
Listen,
me before
yeah,
this
Listen. No, I got.
last night at 2 a.m.
No, someone called. Emery's called me. She was like, "Call me." I'm like, "Okay." I call her. She's like, "I'm busy," and hangs up. Like, yeah,
Sounds like
sure.
her.
So then a half hour later, she calls me, and I'm like, "Yes." She's like, "What are we doing for the podcast?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah, we can't shit talk people anymore.
I'm not shit talking you. She's really
Shit
No,
nice.
you can. No, you can.
No,
yeah.
she's great. I like her a lot, but it was just like, I don't know, what are we doing? I'm like, it's spooky month, let's do Halloween. And then that never came up again, so I just messaged you guys today. I guess I didn't realize that you could all see that, so that was probably very confusing.
She did the exact same thing with me. Literally the exact same
When?
thing.
Wait,
A
what?
couple days ago. She called me and asked me what to do for the podcast.
Like today?
No, a couple days ago.
About their
And
No, I mean
then
about this
never-
podcast.
About this podcast, and then never brought it up again.
I'm so glad we've
Dude, that
caused so much trouble for you.
No,
We
except it hasn't been. It's just been her. Because then today she's like, "What are we gonna do?" And like, me and Chandler are both like, it's not gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
Because I
'cause
figured
knew
it was gonna
this
go
was
something
happen.
like
Yeah.
this, and she's like, "Do we need an
We're
outline?"
entertaining enough.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We never have an outline.
Well, we knew if I spent the time writing an outline, it would just not.
Yeah.
It was just not
Waste of
So
time.
you know, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But I mean, in terms of Halloween-based content, I mean, what were you? What kind of? I know you want to talk maybe Halloween movies. I mean, there's even Halloween festivities. I don't know if you guys are very into Halloween. You seem like you're into Halloween with the
Yeah.
Avenged
You were-
Sevenfold
you
show.
were
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
I'm an emo loser. So
Self-proclaimed.
That's I was listening to Black Veil Brides earlier today.
wow.
You know,
Why? Unironically?
He used
Yeah.
to like good things, and it's just slowly dwindling.
it's gone down. I was too good for all that shit in middle school and high school.
Now it's not-
I've reverted.
You've
I used to have a bowl cut. Now I got this. It's fine.
How big of a bowl?
Like
Like popcorn or like salad?
just somewhere in between.
Okay.
What made you make the switch?
He's
I li-
homeless.
Yeah. Yeah, my life was going in such a downward spiral. I had to find something.
Right.
You had
to
to
find
portray it
something.
outwardly.
Oh yeah, totally.
Pat recently just cut his hair like a girl, so I don't know what happened for you that made you do that either. I don't think I ever
I
asked.
don't know, dude. I was just like, I don't know. It was very long, and I'm like, I wanted this less long.
Hey man,
So
while
I cut
you,
it less long.
I'm not gonna have this forever, right?
Does it
It's
still
gonna
look
be
like a-
gone
that's true.
eventually.
Does it still look
So
like
I'm
a-
just
have a
enjoying it
girl's
while it's here.
haircut? Yeah. Okay. Can we poll the crowd? Do I have a girl's haircut?
I wasn't paying attention. What?
I just
I
asked.
just asked a direct
That's it.
question.
That's it. Do I have a girl's haircut?
Do you have a girl like right now?
Yes.
No.
I don't like that.
When you first got it cut, yes.
Okay. Zach. No. All right. Well, Zach has the same
well,
haircut
fucking
as me,
course,
so
Zach. Yeah, like, what-
he's biased.
Biased, obviously.
It's because it
What about?
flips at the
Do you think he has a
I
good
know. I don't like
haircut?
that either. No. See?
Oh, okay.
Patrick, you're a very handsome man.
It's a split room.
Thank you so much.
Did I still have my long hair when I met you? I don't know if
I think it was like emo long. It wasn't like long.
it was
I don't know
like
if-
here.
Yeah. And you had like the really long like hair and like the It's like this. It just kept going.
It's like that, but longer.
It's like my hair, but longer.
Imagine, dude. Imagine.
I used to have really long hair.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I tried 4 times to get it on a topic, and it did not work.
What
So
is
if someone
Halloween?
else wants to
What
try,
What are you supposed to talk about?
All right. What's your favorite Halloween movie? The favorite
That's
horror
a-
movie?
That's a horror movie or Halloween.
Yeah.
What's
A
your
horror.
Halloween?
Yeah,
1, 2,
horror.
3, 4. My favorite horror movie. I really don't like the genre that much, but I would say, does Alien count as a horror
Yes.
movie?
That counts.
Yeah.
Alien, the first one
love,
counts.
I love Alien 1. Yeah.
This is a
for
good
sure.
one.
Yeah.
You touched the camera and it gave me anxiety.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just like it was like
yeah, it was like
No one should ever go for a camera and be like, "Oh," like that's usually something not good.
yeah.
Is it my
Yeah,
favorite?
sure.
Yeah. It's hard.
There's like 5 good ones.
I'm a big fan of Cabin in the Woods. I don't know if that counts though, because it's
It
kind of
does.
making
That
fun of the
counts.
genre.
Yeah.
It counts.
That's all I got, dude. I saw Zombieland 2. Not great.
That's
Yeah.
not
It
a, that's a
looked
comedy.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's more of a comedy.
There was some alright parts, but
Hey.
there's a post-credit scene's actually very funny.
It's a wait to the very end
Yeah.
to get to the good parts.
You have to really wait for that satisfaction of watching Zombieland 2, but it's there.
Yeah. What you mean?
My default answer is always Evil Dead 2, but
It's
I
a
don't
good
know.
one. It's a
I don't know
really
if
good
that
one.
counts.
It's a
I was
really
was
good
gonna be
one.
Josh
mine.
stood up and then pointed, so I think
Really
he's a
good
fan.
one.
Evil Dead 2 is not just my favorite horror movie, it's just my favorite movie ever.
Confidently, like full
Oh,
confidence.
100%.
How, I don't understand how people can do that. Like how you're like, this is the one. Like, there's so
there are-
many
There's a
that I
few
love for
movies
so many reasons.
that I can say this is one of my favorite movies. There's like a good few.
Yeah.
Would you like to name them?
Sure. The Truman Show, Evil Dead 2, The Thing, Possession, Starship Troopers, easily. That's a good 5.
That is a good 5.
Solid.
Yeah, it's a very solid 5.
Gremlins.
80s.
I like a lot
Slap
of
that one.
movies.
Gremlins
Yeah.
too.
Gremlins 2 is
Gremlins 2.
what? No? Say no? The Clamp Corporation? Come on.
What about you? What's your favorite Halloween movie?
What's? Okay, so
I don't know.
What is Halloween?
Mine would have been the Evil Dead franchise, but now I feel like I have to say something
Yeah,
else.
because now
Right,
you're
'cause it's a
just
cop-out.
dropping out.
Yeah. What was? We watched one with the zombies. and
Oh,
the-
Dead Alive.
Dead Alive. Brain Dead.
Brain
That's a
Dead,
good
Dead
one.
Alive. Brain Dead or Dead Alive, it's both the names.
Peter Jackson's
Peter Jackson.
first movie.
That's not his first
Really?
movie. That's Bad Taste. Bad
Oh,
Taste
I don't
is
know.
good too.
I'm so
Yeah,
confused.
Peter Jackson made a zombie
Went from
movie.
a movie with 2
You-
names to then saying that
It
Peter
was
Jackson's
called-
first movie was in bad taste, even though that's the name of the movie.
No, he got it wrong.
That's not the
Let-
description of the movie.
The movie.
I'm a fucking idiot. Just let Ian
The first
explain.
movie Peter Jackson made is Bad Taste.
Tell you what your favorite movie is.
Okay, it was originally called Brain Damage. No, that's a fucking Henenlotter movie. You're screwing me up.
Don't break that again.
It was called Brain Dead in one country and Dead Alive in another.
Oh, it's
because
just
they
like
couldn't get
Resident
rights.
Evil and
Biohazard kind
Yeah,
of
because
thing.
Yeah.
Brain Dead was copyrighted in a movie in America, and I think it's about people making.
Is that what he told you to say?
Yeah.
Like in the car ride over
Yeah,
here, like when they
Ian-
ask you what your favorite horror movie is.
Ian keeps me on a tight leash. I have to stay in line.
Listen, I gotta keep these boys in check.
Yeah.
If I
Also,
don't-
like the Toxic Avenger. I don't know if that counts.
Okay, Trauma?
Yeah.
Alright.
I met
Trauma?
I met the main guy.
Where did you
Trauma.
go where you met all of these
Monster
very
Mania.
B-list, C-list
Hey,
people?
fuck
Have you met Bruce Campbell?
I went to a panel with him, and I got to see the premiere of the first episode of the Ash vs. Evil Dead show.
You were
Oh, that's
on a
cool.
panel with him?
I fucking wish.
I knew he wasn't doing much lately.
Yeah.
How
Well-
dare you?
Ever since the stupid show got canned.
You mean Evil
You
Dead?
mean Burn Notice?
You know what's funny? At that panel, he said everything I'm on gets canceled, and now his show got canceled, and I feel so bad.
Poor Bruce.
Do you believe in
Ghosts,
Magic and
aliens.
aliens.
Miracles?
You
I was
believe?
gonna say, do you believe in the law of attraction? But all those are better. Do you think Bruce Campbell kind of willed his show to get canceled?
I think it's
Maybe?
possible.
Perhaps.
He just gets into it. He's like, I gotta get out of this. I can't keep doing this.
He loves. That's like he loves doing that. I think.
I can't use both my arms on set. It's like,
No, they gave him a fake arm.
oh, they did it.
Yeah, they did that.
I'm
in the
very, I'm
third
very
one.
far behind in the Bruce Campbell.
You know, he was
Extended
the
universe.
he was the narrator of the he was the
Spider-Man 2
narrator for
video
the
game?
Spider-Man 2 tutorial video.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
yeah, yeah.
And I think he was the entire narrator of the third game.
That's fantastic.
Spider-Man 3, the video. What?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a Spider-Man
Wow.
3?
Unfortunately, what do you think was worse, the game or the movie?
I like the movie, so
I
definitely.
think that movie a
fucking-
lot, actually.
Was there an Amazing Spider-Man game?
Oh
Probably.
yeah,
Yes.
they are the
There was?
worst. There's two.
There's 2?
The first one's like playable, and then the second one's just the worst. Everything you do is just hit a button and wait for things to
Is
happen.
Andrew Garfield British in either of them?
No.
Way
No.
before that.
No.
I think
I
Andrew
understand
Garfield was
that.
in high school still when those games came out.
An
Possible.
Amazing Spider-Man 2?
What was the best?
You mean the
Some
movie he was
That
in
just went
Spider-Man? What?
completely over
Just
him.
move on.
What do you think the best rendition
What?
of Spider-Man was? And this is how
Are
I'll
we
decide.
talking movies?
Sure.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of the TV shows.
They're all different beasts, but my favorite is definitely Sam Raimi's iteration with Tobey Maguire. It's the best version of the Golden Era Spider-Man. The modern ones are more like Ultimate.
Tom Maguire's face just pisses me off.
Do you think Tobey Maguire's a good actor? Or do you think he's joking?
I think he kind of sucks. I saw him in the Great Gatsby movie, and I wanted to punch him in the face the entire time.
He's
I don't know
not
what
good
it
in that
is.
either.
I don't really like anybody in that story, though. All kind of assholes.
You know, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire are like really good friends.
Lifelong.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah, since they were like
They were in
kids.
Pepsi commercial or
They
something.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They
made
lit,
friends. He
they
was in
lit
his
Michael
school.
Jackson's hair on fire.
Yeah, they were in the Pussy Posse together.
What is that?
Wait, Michael Jackson or?
No,
I'm
no.
also curious.
You know what the Pussy Posse
No.
is?
No,
What the fuck?
nobody's ever heard of this
I think
before.
it's Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobey Maguire, I think Harmony Korine, and one other guy,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
know
what
what
they
you're
were
talking about
referred to as. They
I
were
forgot.
the Pussy Posse.
Did they like clash with
Don't say it.
River Phoenix and Keanu Reeves when they were like doing stuff?
No.
You know?
That was better.
No one
What
got
did you
it.
think I was gonna
I thought you were
say?
gonna say like Mark Wahlberg's.
That's what I thought was
Yeah,
going
I know
on.
that's what you're
When he was Marky
He almost
Mark.
killed that.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
almost killed that guy.
And the
You don't
Funky
fuck
Bunch.
with Marky Mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's everybody's least favorite actor? Is there an actor you hate? Because I have one, but I forgot his name.
Looking it up right
That's
now.
what he's looking up.
It's great stalling for
Who's
time.
someone that I said is bad recently that I think that I was talking shit
You're
about?
outsourcing your answer.
Yeah.
I forget.
I was no, because we were just talking about this.
I know who he hates more than he does.
Who?
Matthew fucking Broderick.
He has an undying hatred for this
Why?
man.
What did he do?
He
First off, shut your fucking mouth, man. Got to myself this time.
He remembered his lines. Okay, he knows.
I know you're gonna bring up.
I saw this when I was a wee lad. I was such a huge fan of Godzilla. And my mommy and daddy said, David, they made an American Godzilla where you can understand everybody. I said, hooray, and I sat down and I saw this piece of fucking garbage look into the camera and say, that's a lot of fish. I hated this man since I was 3 years old.
Jeez.
I
He
think
didn't direct the movie.
I
He
think you're
didn't
gonna talk
write it.
about when he ran over an Irish family and killed them all, but okay.
That's also
No,
true.
it was a car accident, wasn't it?
No, he just hit him,
Really? Fuck, dude.
and he got away with it. That bitch just left. He's
Yeah.
like, bye.
And he's still rich and famous.
Yo, Mark
Of course.
Wahlberg used to commit hate crimes when he was
Also
younger.
true.
Well, yeah,
Also
but
true.
fuck Mark Wahlberg as well.
Yeah, right.
Have you tried his burgers?
No.
No?
His
He has
burgers?
burgers?
Wahlburgers.
What's his brother's burgers?
Fucking, he's on all the packages.
And he also pays
Mark
for
Wahlberg-
everything. You
Mark
know,
Wahlberg's
his
like
brother
in
is
an apron next to his brother, and I'm like, neither of those people have ever seen a like uncooked hamburger in their lives.
So is your answer Mark Wahlberg for
Fucking
most
with
hated
that?
answer?
No, if you don't
Learning
know
a lot
about
I
of
have
Wahlberg,
burgers
no
tonight.
idea what you're talking
I'll
about.
never get. What the fuck do you mean?
Mark
They have a
Wahlberg's a good
TV
actor
show.
though, because he was in he's really good in The Departed. What?
Every
It sounded
bad,
like not
Is this
real,
a
what you
joke?
said.
every bad actor has had a good performance.
I know, but I think he's consistent. He's an awful person, but I think he's consistently pretty good in acting.
You've seen The Fucking Happening?
No, I haven't. You never changed my mind.
It will.
Good job.
Wait,
you
wouldn't
go.
that make me want to kill myself or something? Is that the point of that movie?
That's the premise of the movie, and it's what it makes you want to do.
Yeah, I'd say it executes then its premise.
it's
They
one
like
of those-
walk into a greenhouse, and the guy's like, "I like hot dogs." And you're like, "All right, great."
It's one of those movies where when you finish it, that's when it's the worst. Is because that's the moment you
It
don't realize
sets
how
in.
bad it is until the moment the credits roll, and it just like hits you. You're like, I just wasted so much time.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know what actor I hate. I really can't think of one. I don't like Matt Smith that much.
Who's that?
He's
You just
he's
don't
a
like him
doctor.
because he had to follow up David Tennant,
No,
who was so good,
No.
and he's a bad actor.
Yeah, that's.
I think
I'd like to go with number 2, please.
I think Matt Smith is better than a few. Like, I can think of worse actors than Matt Smith. He's
I don't think
alright.
Daisy Ridley is a good actor, who plays
I can see it. I can see
Ray
that.
in Star
She's
Wars.
done nothing but that, so I can't judge her yet.
She did a TV. She did like one of those fucking.
She was a corpse on
Yeah.
like a CSI show.
She's a
Which is pretty much all I think she can handle. It's
I don't know. I
She
think
did,
those-
she did a great job as a queen, so you can cast her in Star Wars.
But I don't know. I don't think she's that bad. I just think those movies are written bad.
I had, like,
I think we were talking about Jennifer Aniston.
Is that what
no,
Jennifer
I like
Aniston?
Jennifer Aniston. I don't.
I think Jennifer Lawrence is a horrible actress.
Oh yeah, she's
Mhm.
not great.
She's
David
okay in some
Schwimmer.
stuff, but yeah.
She's
Not
kind of
great.
one. She doesn't have a lot of range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't want to get painted blue.
Is that true?
She did get painted blue, didn't
And
she?
she hated every moment. That's why she like hates those movies. You didn't know that? Because she was like not a giant actress when she started.
Yeah.
And by
Right.
the end of it, she's like giant. She's like,
So she's not to
fucking
do it. She
come
shouldn't have
here,
to do it anymore.
paint myself blue for 2
You heard-
hours.
There's a story
These
about
nerds.
Jim Carrey played the Grinch, and he
Yeah.
was like, it was like hours of makeup though every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's
they,
like work his mind pretty
they,
much,
like,
right?
they gave him like anti-interrogation tactics to like survive like interrogations.
We were just talking about how.
What
Oh
just
yeah, no,
happened?
that was one of the things we were talking. We were talking about how Jim Carrey's like was maybe isn't that great of an actor. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I was saying that.
disagree.
I would very much disagree. I
Yeah.
think
I think the Truman Show is fantastic. I think like
we were talking about if he was an asshole or not. Not
Well-
if he
well,
was a good
Oh, I
no,
think
'cause
he's
you were-
definitely an asshole.
yeah, you were talking about him being a method actor and stuff, and I said I don't think he's a method actor. I just think he's
yeah,
an
he
asshole.
is. If you ever
He's a
watched the
method actor
documentary,
sometimes.
like Jim
Man on the
Yeah,
Moon.
I did.
Making the argument that that was the only thing he did that for.
No, I think he apparently. I think he stayed in character for the entirety of like the Ace Ventura movies. I'm pretty.
But I said-
sure.
That's just Jim
Ace
Carrey.
Ventura is
Yeah.
just him.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's still a jump. I mean,
He's just always-
always kind of
He
crazy. So
overacts. a
Yeah.
lot, unless you're talking
I
about.
mean, that's the point. Of
I mean,
it.
that's
Have you
Sunshine of
seen
Spotless
The
Mind or-
Liar, Liar? The
yes.
Blizzards of Liar, Liar, where she's like overactor, and then he just starts cracking
Yeah.
up.
Well, that's like you don't hire Jim Carrey to be subtle. If you do
Yeah.
that, idiot.
No, you do twice, and they're both great movies.
What movie?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and Truman Show.
Truman Show is not subtle.
No, he's not.
He's
There's
he's
more-
really
there's more subtle
cartoony.
part.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
ha.
I mean, there's still
His-
parts though where he's like serious and
Well, yeah,
it
his-
plays really well.
His freak out in that
Like the
movie is
end.
my favorite thing. When he's screaming at his wife and she's like, get me out of here, and he's like, who are you talking to? It's like one of my favorite scenes in a movie ever. 'Cause there's just pure fear on that actress, and I don't think that had to do with him, like her acting and in general. I think Jim Carrey just went batshit for one scene.
Were you participating in the media comm class long enough to have gotten to the point in the book? This also would mean that you were reading the book. Yeah. So there was a part in the media comm book later on in the year where they actually referenced the Truman Show as being meta.
Yeah.
To explain
my
the
God.
concept of
I
meta
hate to think about
Yeah.
a textbook's explanation of meta.
and using the Truman Show and
Yeah.
muddying that as well at the same time. No, but I was gonna say that might have piqued your interest because it's one of your favorite. I think I think
Okay.
Truman Show's a fantastic film.
It's pretty good.
I think that
It's one of those movies that balances its tones so perfectly.
Yeah.
Where you don't know how to feel sometimes, and that's the point.
yeah.
now. What do you think about fucking what's the fucking movie where it has a multi-personality that's really bad?
The movie's not terrible.
No,
Me,
Batman
myself,
Forever.
and Irene.
Irene, yeah.
That movie's not terrible.
It's all right.
It's
Sorry,
fine.
number 23.
Oh, that's
God.
another serious role he did.
That's a terrible movie.
It's funny.
It's funny, but it's not
funny.
supposed to be. He's like, I see 23! It's the whole movie.
That's the script. It's just the title page.
Do you think he's a better painter than an actor?
I don't
paints?
Are cool.
Yeah. He stopped acting to become a painter.
He stopped
He's like, I
acting
gotta
because he
put-
went crazy
that
because his
too.
girlfriend died.
Have you seen Ringo
Dark.
Starr's artwork?
Yeah, baby.
Ringo Starr.
I'm pulling it up.
No.
That sounds great.
He does MS Paint.
Before MS Paint.
No, he just started painting like 5 years ago, and he just draws shit on MS Paint.
I gotta find it.
That sounds amazing.
It's impossible to describe.
I want to see it. Oh my god.
Yo, let me get a six
Okay,
shot.
yeah.
Get a
show
shot of
the camera.
that.
Look at this. Your baby.
Your baby.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Did you get it?
You guys done?
Does the crew talk to you on your show? 'Cause most of the time.
Crew? You shitting me? I got 3 people. We don't film our podcast.
That's
we
the
have
most
one mic.
condescending shit I
That's
think
the
that's
point.
ever said.
That was the
Yeah.
joke. Did you know Andrew Garfield's in high school in Spider-Man?
In Spider-Man.
On Spider-Man.
I think I've lost something.
There's like a few threads that just kind of.
Yeah.
45 minutes.
How have we made it this far?
Dude, I literally ran for 25 minutes earlier, and it was less stamina than this is taking right now.
I'm sweating.
I'm sweating too.
Yeah, right?
It's kind of
I'm-
hot in here, yeah.
This is a heated talk, and there's no topic.
Is your shirt ironic?
No
Who's that?
cause?
I don't
Is
get
that
it
deep?
either.
I don't get it.
Ian, what are you on? What's happening?
It's cause. He's like a famous artist.
Oh, he's like. Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cause is pretty great.
Hey, what are your guys' opinion on Supreme, the clothing
Just
company?
clothing? It's alright. It was cool in 2009, but now it's not.
I don't really
Kind
understand.
of overrated.
I don't like that kind of clothing lines where it's just the logo and the name. Cause I just feel like a billboard.
I got a question.
I wish-
Have you ever looked at any of the other clothing? Did you
Yeah, it's all
Supreme?
fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
No, I've seen some like their other pattern stuff. I've never like I don't. I guess I wouldn't know a Supreme shirt without it
Right.
saying
exactly.
Supreme. That's a
okay,
good
I see
point.
what you're saying. Yeah.
And that's the big thing.
I only know Supreme because of Odd Future, like popularizing it.
That
they
was
were
when it
coming
was
out.
at like its
Yeah,
peak.
exactly.
Yeah, why are you trying to like throw me under the bus just because I
Do
like?
you like Supreme?
Yeah.
Okay.
they're
Oh
good.
shit!
Describe the shirt that you were wearing the other day with
What?
the monks.
It's like actually, if I saw this shirt without the logo, I would have bought it.
But how
anyways.
much did you pay for it?
Oh, like $20, $30.
That's not much at all.
How much you pay for that Avenged Sevenfold shirt, huh?
Yeah, bitch.
Probably more.
How much you pay for like your itchy, falls apart in the wash tour shirts, or your shirts you buy at Hot Topic?
But this shirt at Hot Topic.
Yeah, I know. Where else you gonna get it?
All right, I'm an asshole. I get it. Fine.
Don't come at me.
When I hear Supreme, I think of idiots spending $200 on shirts with a red logo across. I'm sorry, Ian. I love you.
Are you not a hype beast?
He's a hype bae.
The reason that Zach isn't on the show is because Pat and Zach both wore purple today.
It's true.
So that's the reason they couldn't both appear on
Mine's got a
camera.
cow on it
It
though.
would clash, and you get that.
Yeah, can
Good.
you get that?
You get that.
Pit stains.
That's that
Jeez,
as
can
well.
we get some water for her? We're all like sweating. He's drinking Mountain Dew.
No, it's
Nice
just
later
Baja
bills.
Blast.
That's Mountain Dew.
It's like top shelf.
It's
That
actually,
is top
It's like
shelf.
top
It's
shelf.
actually, it still had this much regular Mountain Dew in it.
That wouldn't have made it to me anyways, and I'm kind of glad because.
Thank you.
There goes the audio.
Oh, I can see
goes.
those peaks.
There it is.
They're not real peaks.
Thank you.
Cold water sounds cleaner.
Josh, did you refill this with tap water?
Can you taste it?
It doesn't taste like filtered water to me.
It's thick.
This is thick water, Josh.
It's thick water. You drink it and it's like it doesn't.
It coats your mouth.
Yeah.
If you like, if you have to chew it, like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
your brains,
Like,
then maybe you pass.
That's catty water.
Like I gotta go home and floss. Yeah.
You can have zinc in your teeth, dude.
Sick in his
yeah.
teeth.
You know, I love the metal aftertaste of water. You know.
No,
What were,
totally.
we what were we talking about before?
We were talking about fucking Supreme.
Yeah, because David got us on this topic just because he wanted to shit on me for 1
But
second.
I ended up getting shat on.
Yeah,
Story
that
of
was
my
a
fucking
setup.
life.
Yeah, he really turned that around on you.
Fuck you, David. I dressed pretty normal today, alright?
Ian, you're one of my best friends in the world. All right.
Bro, you really,
Yeah,
you
totally.
really pounded that water.
Thirsty.
How do you feel now?
Yes.
Pretty good.
Feel more hydrated.
Yeah.
What's it like working at a movie theater?
Fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there ever a movie that's showing where you're like, anyone who I see going to this movie, I fucking hate.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Immediately.
We showed a movie for 2 months called
movie?
Book Club. And it's about a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah.
old women reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Ah,
Yeah.
doesn't sound fun.
And then their misadventures. At
Yeah.
least the trailer led me to believe.
Yeah, they talk about
Misadventures.
dicks and it's
Yeah.
great.
Mm.
A lot of
Sounds
quality
like a
humor.
blast. Why'd you show that for that long?
Because old people, man.
Did they? It was like packed
They-
theater.
they
We
I'm
were
assuming?
packed every day.
That's-
Also, my favorite part about the Amaze Theater is it's literally 3 feet from an active train track.
Yeah.
So half the time during a movie, you hear a really loud train go by, and you're like the theater shakes just a little bit, and
Like,
it
wow,
doesn't make any sense.
No.
The
Yeah.
sound mixing on this film is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we should watch Snowpiercer in the Amaze Theater.
There was a time when we played a movie and a train was in it, and it went by, and then the real train went by, and the entire theater went batshit. Like everyone
It's
just
literally
started
like the-
screaming.
It's literally like the first moving picture that was ever made, which is the train coming towards the screen.
Oh yeah.
And then
Oh.
everybody ran out of the theater because they thought it was real. That's what it was
Forgot
like.
about
People are stupid.
Yeah,
dude.
people are dumb as
Fucking
shit.
idiots.
It's a real thing.
fucking
It wasn't even
morons.
3D.
3D yet, idiot.
Wasn't even in color. Come on.
Also,
Yeah, that black and
the
white
train
picture
that
was
rain.
me.
Also, the
Black
train
and
that movie is
grainy
going
train.
about 10 miles an hour. Like, it's not hard to get out of the way of.
They also shot in like 1 frame per second,
Yeah.
so it just like is like glitching across at them.
They physically had to crank it.
The guy just stopped cranking and the train stopped coming towards them. Like it was easy. It's like I saved everyone. Man, movies were dumb as shit back then. I'm so glad we're here now, where like we can waste all of our time and film on digital, and it costs us nothing to waste
Yeah.
so much time and
Yeah.
just do nothing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I can't imagine having to still shoot on film. I was thinking recently if I was gonna go to make a short film, I'd want to shoot it on 35 millimeter or something because I just love the look. You know.
Yeah.
But then I remembered how much fucking work that is, and I don't think I'd ever actually do that.
Nah, that sounds hard.
Like if I could get the film look, like shoot on, no, if I could just get the film look and none of the work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fantastic. Like I'd love that, but I've never seen anything replicate
that's
it.
when you gotta be a director. Have the studio take care of it.
Yeah,
If I ever directed a movie, I'd want to actually do it in like 8 millimeter, just grainy
8
and gross as shit. Yeah.
But you
I'm-
watch? You
I'm
gonna watch The
being serious.
Lighthouse?
Fuck yeah, we're showing it in my theater.
Really?
Yeah.
we should
Like
go
when?
see it there. When?
I don't remember.
That was a
It-
fucking
Is it like
terrible
soon
idea.
or like?
Well, they're doing the first run, and
Right.
then we get it second run, so they're gonna decide after
Okay.
seeing how well the first run does.
Probably not well because it's a
Sense,
art house
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
That, but it's extremely hyped. So.
That's true.
Do you think
You
it'll
can
actually
show-
do well?
I think it'll do well enough. I don't think it's gonna break any records, but it's gonna do good.
You know,
If
we were just.
Midsummer can do good.
Midsommar.
That's a good point.
Midsommar.
You know, we were actually we were just talking about because I don't know if you guys heard Martin Scorsese said that Marvel films are like roller coasters and not cinema.
Yeah.
But you know, some people, you know, a bit of a
I
hot
kinda
take. You know,
agree.
kind of shook some things up.
There's some really good roller coasters out there. Makes me feel things.
That's
Like the Hulk roller coaster,
Yeah, like
or
that
the
feeling you get in
Spider-Man
your
roller
stomach.
coaster,
Or like Thunderhawk from Dorney, where it feels like you're gonna die on it 'cause it's made out of wood.
where you get a concussion
Yeah.
as you're coming
When
off
I
of
see
it.
a wooden bar coming up, I'm like, am I gonna hit that?
No.
That's the kind of.
no roller coaster is as scary as fucking. What's the one that scared the shit out of me at Disney every time? The
Oh,
Space
Mountain.
Space
Space
Mountain.
Mountain's great.
Space
Sounds
Mountain
fucking
seems like
awesome.
you're gonna get decapitated every
And
time,
people
Yeah.
have.
and people have
Oh,
multiple times.
that's awesome.
Really?
Yes, because the beams are like here, so they're going like right over your head, and it's also
Just
dark.
missed
Wait,
it.
do that again?
And you can't see.
No,
them.
no, I mean no. Do the beams again.
Like here.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
close, dude.
Close,
That's
yeah.
close to my
You
head.
can't
I
see
was-
them coming either. So
I have such an irrational fear about this roller coaster. I mean, I went on it like 10 times still. It's like
Yeah.
right there out of the pocket. But like,
you just gotta be like.
dude, every time that's what I did. I like got
Hey
down
man,
on the
I'm 5'4". I don't gotta worry about
It's
shit.
fun, yeah.
Patrick's fucked.
Dude, when I went on it with him,
I didn't go on
I don't
it.
think I meant. Yeah, we did. We went on it.
Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Our,
But when you no, I
Now, he's
remember.
not remembering
I remember
things.
because of the fear I had, knowing what I knew as you were getting on that ride, and I was like, I just hope he's not
I don't
that
remember this.
tall.
Maybe I hit my head and lost all
we did.
memory of that
I
happened.
don't have a picture.
I'm pretty
I took
sure we did.
pictures of
Wait, was that the one where like went through time or whatever?
No,
Absolutely
What the
not.
it's the Epcot ball.
Yeah. What
No, it's
the
not.
fuck's Space Mountain?
No, it's the roller coaster that's all in the dark.
Yeah,
Five
it's
what?
like Mousetrap at Dorney.
I don't remember
Kinda.
going on that.
5 minutes to what? What's going on?
Minecraft.
Oh.
But you can't see a thing.
I don't remember this at all. I
There
don't know
was
if we went on it.
a roller coaster I went on like like at a boardwalk somewhere. It was already a bad idea, but me and my dad were like, "Let's in the back. It's gonna be great." And the guy that's strapping us in was like, "You guys are gonna get hurt, man." And we're like, "Awesome, yeah!" And then the ride starts. And it's fine throughout most of it. But like halfway throughout the ride, we hit a bump where I come out like 2 feet out of my seat and slam down
Holy
and
shit.
fuck up my back. And like the ride's still like going, so it's like, and I'm like, and I'm like just screaming in pain. And my dad thinks I'm just having a great time, but I'm in like the worst pain I can have.
Wait,
It's
so your
like,
dad was fine?
It's like
yeah,
that scene from
I don't know
Unbreakable.
how that works, but yeah.
Which
like-
scene?
Where he's in the tilt-a-whirl and he gets all his bones broken.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Holy shit.
Please don't cut that part out.
It's like zoomed in my face right now too. This is awful.
Oh man.
Did I show you paper towels up here or anything? No? Okay.
Yeah, that was the worst.
The only bad experience I had on a roller coaster though was when I went on
What the
Rock.
fuck?
I'm trying to get back on
Like,
it.
what can possibly derail you from like you
The
said,
roller coaster.
like because here's what fucking gets me because I tried to put it on a real topic, right? And it gets derailed, no pun intended, to about roller coasters.
Yeah.
But so then when the fucking mishap happens, you don't go back, you don't derail even more. You somehow come back to the derailed topic.
I have a story.
Fuck.
Fine, tell it.
When I was just
What the fuck, dude?
now my story's gonna suck. Dude, I'm gonna have to.
Sorry, dude.
Bro, I also have a roller coaster story I was gonna tell. So I can do mine first, then back to yours if you want.
It doesn't matter at this point. I've sunk too much
No,
time.
you can do it.
So when I went to Disney with my parents as a kid. I went on Rock and Roll roller coaster and they didn't secure me right, so I just fucking rattled around like,
How are
and
you
my
alive?
and my head just banged back and forth
Mine did that too.
as like.
How old were you?
I don't remember.
What
I
song
think
were you
I
listening
understand.
to?
It was
a lot
like
about
walk
how
this
the show
way. And I'm just like,
Anytime I went
Steven,
on that
no.
ride,
and I got off, and it was like the only time I ever puked when I got off a roller coaster. I was
From
just
the
like,
trauma.
yeah,
From the
I
blunt
got off.
force
And my
trauma.
parents were like, "You have fun." I just went, and I was like, "I need to go home." They had to carry me home.
No, that ride, if you're too small, you move around a lot.
Yeah.
If
It
you were
sucked.
Oh, I got fucked up on that ride.
yeah.
Young, not your size.
1 minute. How are we
Pretty
gonna wrap
small.
this up in a
No,
minute?
What's your story?
I got two.
Well, we got a minute.
Yeah, I know. I'll try and condense them.
fucking guy.
Yeah, so
How long do you keep
I think
your
they're- I don't know.
podcast?
You're wasting time. Tell the
Alright.
story.
So it was in Steel Force, which is like the fifth highest roller coaster in America or something. It's built on sinking soil though, so they're gonna take it down in a couple years. Really funny. And so me and my friend were like 12 at the time, and we were like barely tall enough. And we got on, and we were like at the top of the thing, and then it stopped. And we're like, what's going on? And it turns out some bitch in the back didn't put her seatbelt on right, so someone had to walk up this fucking staircase all the way up to latch this girl's
200
seatbelt.
foot thing.
Like
yeah.
near the top. Yeah, they just had to walk up a staircase and then like plug some lady's seatbelt in, and then we got to go the rest of the ride.
Man, his
and then-
calves must be pretty impressive.
And then later on, I worked at Dorney, and that was right in front of Mousetrap, which is I don't know. It's like a ride where it's like mostly suspended in the air.
That sucks.
Like most of the ride is going up, and then you're just like in the air the entire time. And
Swings?
no, what?
No,
No,
Mousetrap.
Oh, you
He's-
worked at Mouse?
No, I worked near Mousetrap.
Which is
What did you
swing.
work at?
No, what? No, I worked as. Never mind. I worked at a jewelry booth thing, not.
Oh,
a
you were
ride.
there.
You
Oh,
sold
fucking-
jewelry and.
I made rings. So these guys got stuck up on there, and it drew this huge crowd, and like people had to like climb up through the ride and like save them though. Except when they got off, there was like they just landed from a moon mission or something. Everybody was like clapping and like congratulating them. They're like walking with like helmets under their arms. It's pretty funny.
Okay, well, thanks for coming on, guys.
Thanks for being here.
And with that,
I'm really sorry.
You're
Just
sorry.
In general, I don't know.
He tried his hardest to like get us on topic, and he was like,
I got everything else.
I'll look back on this and I'll be okay. You know what I mean? I know my image will be okay after this.
everybody else's image will be
It doesn't even
tarnished,
taste
but-
different.
I don't know, it doesn't
He's
even
gonna be
hit di-
fine.
It doesn't hit different with the
No,
K
It
cup in
doesn't
it.
taste any different, dude. I don't get it.
What flavor?
It's,
Coffee.
It's Nantucket blend. Is that medium?
Nantucket blend, medium
Medium
roast
roast.
coffee.
Straight from Nantucket.
Well,
Imported.
I had a good time.
did you?
Yeah.
That's
This is fun.
fantastic to hear.
this went a lot better than I expected.
Oh yeah.
Is
Why?
it just because
Good.
it went? We went as worse as you. As you
We just brought
As
it.
possible in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
just
like no one's here, nothing's working. Oh, now we're turning the AC off.
That was really where things took a turn.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
even talk about how when you arrived here, you thought that it was like.
Yeah,
you
we
were
thought we
going
were at
to
the wrong
die.
house.
Yeah.
It like, were you scared?
I was just concerned.
Okay.
All right, let me ask you things. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I don't know how to end this.
Maybe
What's your YouTube channel? What's the URL?
Three Bozos. YouTube.com/3 Bozos. Probably. I don't know. Try it.
Just
Just
Give it a
look
shot.
up Three
Look up on YouTube.
Bozos,
Three
and it's the first
is it
channel to show
spelled
up.
out or like the number?
THREEBOZOS.
Fucking. Oh, so bozo is spelled with a Z in the first
Yeah.
place.
Oh, I knew that.
Really?
You're stupid.
Dumb bitch.
Is that even bozo even a word in the dictionary?
Alright, come
Yeah.
on.
I'm sure it is. Like YOLO's a word in the dictionary.
That's true. Air
That's
conditioner's
just
going
an
back
AC
on.
That's us getting played. That's the band playing. us out.
Find us at Three Bozos with our bad podcast called the Lunch Period Podcast. You can also find behind the scenes clip at my channel, Oversized Shubs. You can find everything animated on Andrew's channel, who's not here right now.
You can find a whole lot of dumb bullshit from 5 years ago on my channel, Dodger and Ice.
Yeah, Dodger and Ice. That's basically our archive.
And
of
make
our-
sure you subscribe to these lovely people
Aw, thank
who make
you.
probably way better content than us.
No. You guys probably have way more fun than we do. So.